As Dave and Pete's plasticine empire started to grow, little did they know a young student from Preston had taken inspiration from their work and was about to embark on a fairly ambitious college project.
I had this idea about an English guy who builds this rocket, and the joke was he builds it in the basement of his house. I was thinking he may have a pet, probably a cat. Started drawing a cat, but as soon as I started making the clay model, a dog just was easier to make. I'd animated some of the film before I did any dialogue at all. When it came to voices, Peter Sallis was the first choice I had. I wrote to him and he agreed to do it for about 50 quid, I think. And I was really surprised that he didn't have a Yorkshire accent. It was, "Hello, Nick. Thank you for sending me the script. I wonder if this is how Wallace may sound like." Up until that point, Wallace has got quite a straight face. And it's only when I started animating him talking, like cheese, and the way he stretched his vowels, his face changes.
Gromit, that's it, cheese. We'll go somewhere where there's cheese.
I'd bitten off more than I could chew with Grand Day Out. The script was about 20 pages long, and there was one paragraph that just said, "There is now a sequence where Wallace and Gromit build a rocket." That paragraph took me 1.5 years to film.
Keen to meet his animation idols, Nick invited Dave and Pete to come and visit his college.
He had a morph badge on his lapel, and I was thinking that is the bee's knees, you know, to actually have one of your characters on your lapel. I was impressed by that kind of thing.
He was building the sets, making the puppets, doing the animation, just kind of doing everything, because that's how it used to be back in the day.
I got very disillusioned at times and had absolutely no money at all. I was living in a grotty little bedsit in Cricklewood, but I had to fulfil this vision, this film I had in my head.
We said to the film school, look, Nick's going to take forever to finish this. Can we bring Nick's set down and indeed his camera, and we'll help him finish it?
Nick moved to Bristol and joined Aardman, and finally finished his first animation, A Grand Day Out.
At the time when I did it, I didn't think this is going to make cinema history. But 6 years later, in 1989, when the phone went and he said, "I've finished it," you know, I thought, oh, it's only taken him 6 years.
The film not only launched Nick's career, but two of animation's greatest characters.